Hello, everybody. Today I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about being at a crossroads in your life and feeling confused and foggy as to which direction to take. I don't know about you if you've ever had those times or those phases in your life where you feel a little bit floaty, you feel like things can't really be grounded down, you can't really find clarity in your life, you can't really figure out how to take steps towards what you actually want. Which for most of us, we want a life of abundance, and we want a life of security, and we want a life where our desires can be met and where we can really express our gifts and grow and be challenged in a way that is in more of a flow state. And so right now, astrologically speaking, there is some floaty, dreamy, ungrounded, foggy, confusing kind of energy. So you might feel that in your brain. You might feel that you can't really get to where you want to be going right now. Like it's just like obstacles are in the way, or you're feeling really stuck, or even just confused as to what direction do I need to take in the first place. And one of the greatest things about astrology, if not the greatest thing, is that there's these cycles and seasons for everything, and there's always an invitation with no matter what planet is prevalent or what activation is happening for you, there is an invitation within it, and we can flow with the energy. And when we do that, when we actually flow with the energy, we're able to really, really create momentum, or even just have a life where we're not hitting a wall or we're not frustrated as much, because we're more in flow with what is being on offer to us. Sometimes we are offered fish, sometimes we are offered chicken, sometimes we're offered vegetarian, and really understanding what we're being offered right now so that we can just honor it and flow with it versus trying to flow against it. And so the work that I do with my clients is really helping them understand where they are right now. What cycle are they in? Why are they hitting this wall? Is it an expectation? Is it an old trauma belief? Is it a past lifetime? What's going on here? So we dissect the why. And then we also dissect, well, how can I change this wall into how can I break this wall down into something that I can just flow past, and I don't have to keep hitting up against it, because we all have these challenges in our lives where we hit these walls, and those are karmic life lessons, and we signed up for them before we came into a body. And that's something too that I get to work with my clients on very much, is really understanding what your challenges are in this lifetime and why things are so hard for you in a certain area of your life. Why for you is it this, but for you it's this, and for someone else it's something different. We all have different lessons that we're here learning. And within that, there's these cycles and seasons that we go through. So sometimes the energy is flowing more in your home life, and you're being really asked to slow down and take a break and nourish yourself and rest. And sometimes the energy is on fire, and you're able to move forward really quickly and get momentum and really start things in your life. And sometimes the energy is much more related to, okay, well, now I need to work on my relationships or my friendships or. So throughout the whole year, we have planetary activations in all these different areas of our lives. It's different for everybody. And we also have these transit activations for everyone that we're experiencing together as a collective. And sometimes those are more personal for you, and sometimes they're less personal for you. But really, this work that I'm able to do in this container, the programs that I have with my clients, is I'm able to really help them understand why they are where they are right now, and how they can flow with where they are right now and work with the energy so that they can create a life of whatever their desires are. So what I love to do is to hold my clients' vision of the best version of their future selves. And for 4 months, as we walked and worked together one-on-one, just me and you, we worked towards that goal. What is that vision for yourself, and how can I help support you make that a reality? And on the way, how can you become so much more in flow with your life versus being frustrated by or confused by it? So if you're feeling a little bit confused right now, or if that's something you've kind of been wavering back and forth, why am I here? What does it mean for myself? How do I really get in flow? How do I truly understand myself so I can love myself deeper, so that I can feel like I'm worthy and of value? And on top of that, how can I understand where I am right now at a soul level? Because sometimes that's an age thing. Sometimes we have these age transits and these activations, and sometimes it's just a soul activation. It's just personal to you. So your neighbor or your sister or your brother or your mom or your dad aren't going through the same things that you're going through. Astrology really, really helps us get a very clear lens on why and how do I work with it. And I am definitely one of the an astrologer that really likes to bring the information down to earth and give you really practical tools on how to work with it. And I hope keep you accountable to what it is that you're holding, that future vision of yourself. So if you're feeling a little bit like stuck and confused, and you're not really sure which direction to take, and you just have this like deep longing to be more purely yourself and more authentically yourself and more free in your moves that you make and more in flow with your life, so that you can wake up every day feeling like you're living on purpose and you're less judgmental of yourself, and you're able to like really like let go of these things that have like really held you back for a very long time. Please reach out. I absolutely love supporting women who want to be a better version of themselves, who are growing, who want to understand themselves at a deep soul level. And it is my mission here to help support others understand their mission here. If I could really break it down and help others really get into the flow of the cycles, because we have cycles that last 28 days, we have cycles that last 30 days, we have cycles that last 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 1 year, 2 years. We're all these energy bodies with all this energy cycling around us. And sometimes the energy's a little bit more in flow in certain areas of your life, and sometimes it's like a little bit tense. But those tense moments when you're getting really pushed to change and grow and understand yourself, if you heed the invitation, that's really where you can catapult and quantum leap into such a deeper, more authentic version of yourself. And so that is my absolute passion, to help other people understand themselves and give you permission to live the life that you came here to live, that you signed up for at a soul level. Before you came into a body, you signed up for XYZ. So how do we understand that? How do we work with it so that we can create a future for ourselves, so we can create a life reality for ourselves that we really feel like ourselves, and we're really in flow with the cycle that we're in right now. So if that sounds intriguing to you and you want to learn more about it, send me a DM and we'll set up a free 30-minute phone call. I'll send you a questionnaire and ask you some questions during the phone call, and we'll kind of get to the where are you now, where do you want to be, and if we're a good match for each other, because I don't accept everybody into my program. I want to make sure that we are both in alignment and that I can actually help support you to make a difference in your life and create a new reality for yourself. So it's kind of a feel it out moment of what's my program all about, where are you at, where do you want to be, and from there we can work together. If that's something that's intriguing to you or interest or piques your interest, or even if you're just curious about it, send me a DM. I would be happy to answer any questions. I would be happy to jump on a free 30-45-minute phone call with you and talk about your future and living the best version of yourself. Sending love.